What emotions do you hear in Bessie Smith's voice?
I hear pain, I hear love, I hear sadness, I hear a lot of vision. I hear irreverence, excuse my language, but that's really what I hear. It's really devil may care. I hear a rough day, I hear a good day. You know, I can hear when she probably had a good night the night before.
If there's a fine line between Saturday night and Sunday morning, you hear them both?
Most of the time. Most of the time. Yeah, I hear all those things. My man's got a heart like
You're obviously glad you didn't have to go through some of the things she went through. Let's talk about the racism of that time. When you were at the Fox, walking out on stage, black audience members sitting in the balcony, white audience members sitting down below. What was it like to walk out on stage and come face to face with that?
Whenever I play a scene where there's racial components like that, where there's segregation, divisiveness, it's always difficult. It's not difficult necessarily for the scene, it's difficult for real life. People have actually lived this, and even though it's a musical, and even though we're telling Bessie's story, this is not just a story, this really happened. If it didn't happen in real life in one of the scenes I played through my career, it's happened in real life. It's happening now still sometimes in some places. And so it always gives me pause because I have to stop and think about my ancestors. I think about my grandmother, both my grandmothers. I think about my grandfathers. I think about what did they live through? You know, what was this like for them? You know, where we couldn't, you and I could not sit here like this. If we were, in that time, you would be above me and I'd be below you, or I'd be bringing you a glass of water right now. You know, you wouldn't be able to, I would have to defer to you on everything. I wouldn't be able to just sit here and have a conversation with you. I'd have to kowtow to you. You know, differences are one thing. I like differences. I like that you're different from me, because you are. And that's cool with me. But differences being divisive and being pushing us away from each other and having one have to lord over the other, that's not cool.
You've talked before about body image, and there you are. Betsy and you are as exposed. The way God made you. There you go.
Butt bone naked.
What was that like to do that scene? Were you comfortable doing it?
Yeah, I was very comfortable.
Didn't have to think twice about it. They said, we want you to do this.
It's in the script. There's no surprise. It is what it is, but there was a lot of vulnerability in Bessie. She experienced a lot of pain, and she really needed love. You know, her in the mirror, coming home from a night of all this stuff happening, all this love, all this craziness, and comes home to a empty house. You know, she's got all the bells and whistles. She's got the feathers. She's got the outfits, the shoes. People adore her, but she comes home to the people she wants to come home to, and there's no one there. Strip it all down, you know, take it all away, and it's still Bessie and Bessie. It's just you and yourself. You can have all the money in the world, the lovers, the husbands, the crowds, but it's still just you looking for love on this road. And so that was a very important scene. So it didn't, you know, I just put myself in the place where she was. I didn't really think about, oh, I have to take my clothes off for the scene. My friends call me naked girl anyway. I'm always naked. Like when I leave here, I'm gonna go home and I'm taking all this off and I'm gonna get naked and get in the mirror, but I'll, you know. So it wasn't that part. It was really just about about the vulnerability of Bessie at that time. And I think it's one of the most beautiful parts of the movie.